How's it going, guys? Today is Monday, December 29th, and I want to show you guys the annotations I did for today and the one trade I ended up taking. So yeah, let's get into it. To start off, I was actually very bearish on the day, and I'll tell you why. So going to the 4 hour, I'm going to go to my MES chart just so it's not as cluttered. Going to the 4 hour, we had these lows that I wanted to see taken. We had these really nice liquidity lows. I would consider this relative equal or LRLR. Price is delivering from this daily. This is a daily fair value gap. I'll show you guys by going to the daily fair value gap. Price perfectly goes into CE, then moves lower. We also had price take out this external drawn liquidity, these relative equal highs on a higher time frame. I would consider this the end of the market maker buy model. Here's our buy side of the curve. We tap into this 4 hour here, mark it out. If there's a rejection, we come up. So this proves to me after price took this, okay, I want to see price come down right into 50% of the range, just up range. We haven't had a really big retrace. Like if you look here, we have a huge retrace here, come up, huge retrace, and now I want to see it again, big retrace, and I don't want to see it go as high just because the prices in market's been really choppy recently. It's just a fact. But yeah, and we also have a huge S&T with ES. ES is at all-time highs as well as Dow and YM. So and Q's not. So we have a huge bearish higher time frame S&T that's gonna hold for a while, I believe. So yeah, that's why I was bearish on the day. So now going into my annotations, I'll show you guys real quickly what I was thinking for the day and what trade I took. So I started off marking out these lows, those previous day lows I showed you, and then we also had our London high. We had stacked highs, which sometimes I like to see price move higher, take out the stacked highs, but in this case, I wanted to see price be bearish. But yeah, so we had this London high here and these highs that I really wanted to see price take. Here's our London high, this buy side, and this I saw some manipulation. So yeah, let's get into it real quick. We had 930 manipulated a little lower, but we didn't take liquidity for a sweep. Price rips higher. Whenever we have one of these big displacement candles like this, I always want to see price trade back through it and fill the imbalance, and trade into this 930 low is perfect. This 930 candle, when it has long wicks like this, I like to view it as a data candle. It's a very good draw on liquidity, very strong draw on liquidity, just like a data wick / data candle. Price comes up, we take London, we chop. After taking London liquidity, we chop, and price closes respecting this 5 minute fair value gap and a 15 minute. Going to the 15-minute time frame, you can see price perfectly taps into the 15-minute time frame here, consequent encouragement for value gap, moves lower, as well as the 5 minute. Going to the 5 minute, price comes to the 5 minute and moves lower. And after that, I was 100% bearish because I wanted to see this as manipulation. We had our market manipulation higher to take out all of these smooth highs. We had really nice smooth relative equal highs right here. They weren't the probable ones. For a probable relative equal high, you want this high to be higher and that high to be lower, but still they're very valid for a really good draw on liquidity. But here we have stacked highs, lower highs. I don't like this. This is a very good draw on liquidity / liquidity pool. This is LRLR to me. I would usually like to see price come up and take this out just because of how high of a draw it is. But on a day like this where the overall bias and trend is bearish, I do believe that price will keep this valid and continue to sell lower. Selling lower, we inverse this 5 minute. No trades so far. Coming down, we inverse this 5 minute, we close, but we don't inverse this 5 minute and we actually respect it. But this is what I want to see. I don't want to see price just quickly run higher, chop, then run lower. It's not good. We want to see price chop. We want to see price come up, maybe hit a key level, then run higher for a little retrace, come lower, because we want to have chop on a higher time frame and we gotta build those higher time frame candles up. We can't just have price run higher and lower. That's not how that works. But we have price here, respect CE, come up, and then we chop in a 1 minute fair value gap. When we have this, usually we always sell lower. So I would look at like for a higher time frame. This works on everything because time's fractal, but I'd like to see price come up to this 5 minute, and if we chop in the 5 minute, usually I want to see price sell lower. And same thing, we're bullish, price comes down, chops in 5 minute, goes higher. Here at this wick, I really wanted to see price sweep at least this high and not that high, and then sell lower. We inverse a small fair value gap here. It's not very obvious. It's not enough for me to take a trade on, but actually the one trade, one of the trades that would have worked was this candle close, this candle 5 minute candle close, inversing this 5 minute that you enter on the candle close, target 930 low. I think it's a pretty good trade. It's a higher time frame trade than I usually take. But yeah, price sells lower from this point. We're in macro time and price is running, which we want to see because price wants to move during macro time. And then price sells all the way lower, takes out this 930 low by sell side liquidity, sweeps it perfectly, one candle wick, sweep it on 1 minute, and then we have momentum higher, almost proving, okay, now we're bullish, but I'm still looking to be bearish here, and I'm still looking to see price retrace from this 5 minute. And the reason why I want to see price retrace from that 5 minute is because when I mark out the dealing range of this high to this low, this is an OTE, and there's a 5 minute right here. And this is the most obvious place that price is going to want to retrace from. And you can see that as price comes up, perfectly taps into CE, and then sells lower in a 2022 slash market maker sell model lower. And this would be our unicorn model. Price, we have our retrace, and then we have a rapid displacement lower. Ideally, if price was bearish, we would take this low. However, price chopped, and we did take the low just 2 hours later. But going back to the market maker buy models, we had this market maker sell model on a higher time frame. You can look at this as accumulation. This is our buy side of the curve. Here's our manipulation. Here's our sell side of the curve. And then this fair value gap and this high could be looked at as our retrace for then price to rapidly displace lower. However, you could also look at it on a higher time frame and say this right here is our retracement for price to rapidly go lower from this, and this could be the overall market maker sell model, including this accumulation, this high, and then completing all the way down here. You could look at it like this. But going back to this leg here of price, I took my trade on this candle inversing the 5 minute. Now I was trading on M&Q, and for some reason M&Q's 5 minute candle actually inverses this 5 minute. There are going to be discrepancies between NASDAQ and NASDAQ micro, just how it is, because sometimes the volatility changes just a little bit. So in this case, it's really just luck of the draw. If you were on NASDAQ, you probably wouldn't have taken this trade just due to the fact that this candle didn't close and inverse this 5 minute. But this was my trade targeting the 5 minute up here. Very nice. And yeah, that was about it for today. A pretty good day, very clean price action. We had our macro times. Price took a sell side liquidity during this macro time, and price spooled up to run, and we also ran here. Yeah, before macro time, but we didn't take liquidity during this macro time. So it was a pretty good day. Yeah, I was pretty bearish. Really would like to see price move lower, but still got some good trades in, and yeah. So yeah, I hope you guys had really good Christmases, and see you guys next